Yo, welcome back. Last time we finished the. Did we finish the Otaku Girl route also last time? Well, we definitely finished Dina's route. Anyway, at the point we're at now, we finished both these routes, so all that's left is the Carmin route. We might actually end this game today. Probably not though. This route's probably longer than the other two, I would guess. But anyway, yeah, let's go. Carmen, you think we should see her? Oh yeah, I said this last time. You gotta stop talking to me, man. I can't be seen hanging out with someone like you. It's bad for my image. Well, I suppose he was acting the weirdest, so it makes sense. All right, let's go. Once I walked inside the club room, I noticed Carmen right away. Okay. Surprisingly, she was sitting at her usual desk reading her usual book. Is there music? Give me 1 second. Not sure if there's no music right now or if I turned it off by accident. Why? I think there's just no music. There we go. Okay, I could have clicked once and checked. You've actually come. Yeah, you said I should if I don't have anything else to do, right? Indeed, I did. But I thought you'll be busy playing around with your harem. Harem? I don't have a harem. Carmen went quiet for a second, then she looked at me and said, "Have a seat. Don't just stand there like a statue." Carmen said as she pointed at my usual seat at the far right of the club room. Are the others coming as well? No, it's just two of us for today. Carmen declared as she shifted her gaze back to her book. So it's just the two of us, huh? I thought since she asked me to come here, she was planning something as some sort of last hurrah. Sex in the classroom? After all, she's disbanding the club next year. She never said why she's disbanding the club, did she? She did. It was because she wanted to avoid time paradoxes. Because she thought us hanging out with the other people in the club would create time paradoxes for some reason. I quickly turned my head to ask her, but then I stopped. Carmen was already staring at me with a smile on her face. A smile that was so unique, a smile that expressed so many things, so many feelings. I immediately lost the words I was trying to say. Instead, I just looked away and fell into the role I've always played in this club, the silent member of the club. The member who just plays with his phone until the bell rings. The member that spent this whole year looking away. Now that's relatable. Somehow I felt this is the role I had to take. The role I need to go back to. At least for this last final day. Time flew by. Neither Carmen nor I spoke a single word. We just sat there minding our own business. Only the sounds of book pages being flipped resonated in the empty room. Then all of a sudden, a warm orange light seeped through the window. It's getting late. Yeah. We should head home. After saying that, Carmen closed her book and started packing up her things. She then stood up from her chair and headed to the door. What are you waiting for? Let's go. What's wrong? Is everything alright, Carmen? Huh? If there's anything wrong, you can tell me, you know? Everything is fine. Really? Really? Really, really? Really, really? Now come on. Comes on. The school's gate is gonna close. Alright. I shoved my phone back. Shoved, not shoved. I shoved my phone back into my pocket and started following the girl with a convincing smile. But before I did, I gave one last look at the club room. This place was a source of nuisance to me all year. Always being forced to come here, it was like this club room was a force field. Always pulling me towards it no matter how much I tried to run away. Don't force field keep you out, they don't pull you in. So for me to finally be freed from its shackles in such a way, it felt anticlimactic. Anticlimactic, rather. It was as if life was reminding me that I'm not a novel or a movie protagonist. Even after what happened a couple of weeks ago, I'm still just a normal human being. A normal human being living his normal short life with his normal slightly tall girlfriend. Chuckle. Maybe that's not so bad after all. In a previous scene, you mentioned the height difference between you two. Is she taller than you? Or is she just like only slightly shorter than you? With this last thought in my mind, I turned around and closed the clubroom's door behind me. Carmen and I started walking home. It was nothing out of the usual, but somehow I felt uneasy, as if someone was watching me, or rather watching us. Oh, it's T92. I looked around trying to see if someone was following us, but nothing was out of place. What are you doing? Nothing. You're not looking at other girls, are you? Hell yeah, and it ain't your business. No, not at all. Are you sure about that? It's not unusual for a man's eyes to start wandering around after a while. No, I was not looking at other girls. Let's hope so. What's with her smile? Relax, relax. I'm just messing with you. Wahahaha. Huh? Chuckle. Did Carmen, the demon girl, just laugh? This is such a rare sight. I gotta move quickly. Dude, what a fucking piece of shit. Oh my god, I hate the protagonist so much. She opens up to you. She's like laughing when she's normally like more stern. And you fucking take a picture of it. Oh my god, you're such a piece of shit. Perfect, a rare picture of a wild laughing Carmen in the wild. What was that? Did you just take pictures of me? Yeah, I had to. It's not every day I witness you laugh. What do you mean? Oh, she likes it. Delete them or I'll sue. Didn't you say yesterday that there was nothing wrong with being intimate with your boyfriend? And I see no reason not to be intimate with my girlfriend by taking pictures of her when she's vulnerable. Girlfriend? Carmen went a bit quiet after that. To be honest, I felt weird saying it too. To think after everything that happened this year, after everything we've been through, she and I would end up dating. If you told me this back in December, I would have just laughed and walked away. But here we are. I turned my head to face Carmen again, but at the same time she spoke. Do you want to go on a date? Huh? You say I'm your good girlfriend, but we never went out on a real date. Oh yeah, we ditched you at the at the clothing store once. I suppose that's true. We can go on a date tomorrow if you like. Tomorrow, but don't we have morning classes to attend? Geez, now you're acting like a diligent student. I don't think any of your teachers will miss you if you skip school tomorrow. Hey, that's kinda harsh. Well, she has a point though. Besides the English teacher, I'm not that well liked in the faculty room. Speaking of the English teacher, why wasn't she included in the game? Shut the fuck up! Stop talking to yourself and give me an answer. Fine, I guess tomorrow works well for me too. He's being too bossy for someone asking for a date. Really? I'm glad. Carmen let out a long sigh as she lowered her head and started humming a catchy tone. Jeez, what is tsundere? Doesn't like anime, by the way. Hates the otaku girl, by the way, but calls her a tsundere. We continued to walk until we arrived at our usual split-up point. Carmen gave me a slight smile and left. I guess this day wasn't so bad after all. Good morning everyone and welcome to your first day as high school students. The transition from middle schoolers to high schoolers can be pretty bumpy, but I'm sure with enough work and dedication, you'll all manage to cope with things pretty easily. Wait, what? Oh, this is a flashback. Yeah, okay. ... This feels like a shitty tutorial for a video game. Where's the skip button? You need to shut the fuck up. Oh my god. You're even worse than the first game. Oh my god, you need to shut up. Since today is the first day, we won't be having any class. Instead, I'd like you all to take this opportunity to get to know each other. After all, you'll be spending the next year, if not the next 3 years together. Oh god, he went there, forcing strangers to chat with one another so casually. I'm still confused where this game takes place, because don't Japanese high school have 3 years, but American high schools have 4 years? But he said there's 3 years of high school, so but in another route we mentioned earthquakes in East Asia, and we said it wasn't any of our business. So I don't know where this game is supposed to take place. Does this teacher not understand anything about high school students? Suddenly I heard a voice coming from the seat behind me. Hello. Hi. My name is Carmen. It's nice to meet you. Did you dye your hair? Look, no offense, but I don't think you should be wasting your time talking to me. Huh? It's just that I'm changing schools in a few days, so your time is better spent talking with other students. Oh, I see. I quickly turned around, leaving the student sitting behind me lost for words. Well, she might not realize it, but I'm doing her a favor. Your identity in high school is defined by those you speak to and affiliate yourself with. Guy who thinks he's really cool, but also takes high school social relationships very seriously in his mind. Teachers and adults might sing their usual speeches about individuality and uniqueness, but any person who lived their high school experience after the Cold War will tell you otherwise. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, man? High school is just shitty. Not as shitty as middle school, but it's still a shitty experience. One you're just obligated to go through before you enter your golden college year. I don't know, high school was pretty fun for me. I mean, it's different here because it's not high school, it's secondary school, but... Sigh. 1 week later. Psst, psst. You haven't changed schools yet. They misplaced my transfer dossier. So it's taking some time. Really? Yeah. Really? Well, I still don't see why changing school should keep you from talking to others in our class. Come on, lonely guy, let's be friends. Skater boy, there's no need to. Come on, don't be rude. I've already made friends with all the guys in our class. The only one left is you, fucking pick-me. You're an attractive girl. Huh? Even with that unkept hair of yours and that dyed black color, you're still pretty cute. Okay, we're justifying it. She is dyeing her hair. Meanwhile, take a look at the guys in our classroom. They're all average-looking guys with average, if not disgusting personalities. Trust me when I tell you, these guys are not just interested in your friendship. So rude, so cynical. You're so horrible. Yeah, I agree. The student sitting behind me quickly looked away with a disgusted look on her face. Well, this should stop her from talking to me again. Sigh, will these 3 years ever end? I suddenly opened my eyes to find myself laying on my bed. Was that a dream? No, it felt more like a memory. A memory of my first year of high school. I was much more cynical and depressed back then. I don't think you've changed too much. Hell, I was one nose earring away from becoming a real emo. I think you're already there. Wait a second. That girl was Carmen, wasn't she? She did tell me a few weeks ago that she sat behind me in the first year. But wow, I guess I'm not the only one who's changed. Suddenly a set of numbers flashing on my phone caught my attention. 7:40 a.m. Shit, I'm gonna be late. I quickly got ready and left the house. You just killed like a bunch of people because you overslept. I hope I get there on time. Hello, T91. Or are you T92? Maybe T89. Is that guy staring at me? He looks so miserable. He looks exactly like you. He left. What a weirdo. Huff, puff, I made it. Look at this classic American train station. You're late. As expected. Hey, give me a break. I'm only just a few minutes late. The guy should always arrive before the lady. Sounds kinda sexist. It's not. It's proper manners. Why do I bother? Let's just go. Carmen declared as we started waiting for the train to arrive. I'm not that familiar with dates myself, so I've left the planning to Carmen. I wonder where we're heading. This is not what I expected. Let's take a seat. This fucking song again. Okay. A few seconds after we sat, the waitress came along. What can I get for you? It's coming. Oh my god. I wanted the same bit as last time, but I'm still not exactly sure where this song is from. We'll take the special dark chocolate ganache. The what? What in the butt? I said what in the butt? Coming right up. Please enjoy your time with us. The waitress smiled at us and left. Wait, I didn't order yet. Calm down, the ganache is for both of us. Huh? It's a couple special. I see. A few minutes after that, the waitress returned with her order. It was a big slice of chocolate cake with 2 pink spoons that came with it. Very kawaii desu ne. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah. Carmen and I grabbed the pink spoons and started eating. But while I was trying my best not to eat too quickly and finished the whole slice by myself, Carmen, on the other hand, was displaying the cutest expression I've ever seen. Alright, you know what's gonna happen. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Huh? Not again. This time I'll totally sue. It's not my fault. Don't make cute faces if you don't want your picture to be taken. Cute? I guess I'll forgive you this one time. She loves it. Carmen and I continued to eat and talk after that. It was the first time I'd seen Carmen behaving in such a way. The way she smiled, the way she laughed. It was as if she was suppressing them for so long. It honestly made me happy to see her this way. After we'd left the coffee shop, she and I started walking around the city. Carmen's smile shined all the way through. But once the day was nearing its end, we decided to head to the city's park. Wow, it has been forever since I came here. This is where I used to play around as a kid along with Dina. But while I was basking in nostalgia, Carmen suddenly spoke. Thank you. I never would have believed this day would happen. Huh? I know you forgot about our meeting last year, but I never did. I'll never forget what you did for me back then. I'll never forget. After all, it was the reason I started the literature club. The reason for everything that happened. What do you mean? I quickly asked, open for answers, but Carmen continued to speak as if I'd never said a word. Even if I had to do this over and over again until the end of time, even if I was stuck in a time loop that made me repeat this scene for the entirety of my existence, even if that happens, I'll always be grateful to have met you. I quickly fell speechless, unable to say a word, when all of a sudden Carmen came closer. Close your eyes. Huh? Just do it. And then she fucking shoots us in the face. It's really raining pretty bad. That's just great. First, those club recruiting assholes take over my newly found napping spot, and now it's raining, thus preventing me from napping on the roof. Sigh, what a shitty ending for a shitty first year at this school. Let's just go home. Obviously a flashback. But while I was walking down the stairs, a certain sound on the third abandoned floor caught my attention. What the hell is that? Is someone crying? It's coming from that classroom. The moment I entered the classroom, the figure of a crying girl greeted my eyes. Oh, quick, take a picture of her. Wait a second. It's her. It's a girl that sits behind me in class. What was her name again? Hey. Is everything okay? What are you doing here? Nothing. I was just heading home when I heard you crying. Jeez. She started crying again. Should I just leave? I mean, it's not any of my business. And sometimes girls just cry about small things. So true, brother. Or at least that's what drama shows taught me. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you've ever actually spoken to a girl, so you wouldn't know, but... screw it. Did something happen? I mean, is there something I can do to help? It's nothing. Drama shows also taught me that if a girl says it's nothing, it's never actually nothing. Are you sure? It's just this guy. Relationship troubles. How classic. He was lying to me all along. He never cared about me. Another classic tale. He only dated me because of a dare with his friend. Aren't you like the most popular girl in school? Oh no, that's Dina. Okay, but Hassan rated you an 8 out of 10, so it's kind of a weird date. Of a weird dare, I mean. Isn't the dare usually like, oh, you have to go ask out the ugliest girl in the school or something? You were right that day. Huh? The guys in our classroom are all pigs. I see. But it's my fault for being so naive. No, it's not. It's true that you were trusting. That you believed in them. But it's not your fault. Hell, it's probably not even that guy's fault. It's this world's mistake. This world is imperfect. This pathetic, poor excuse of a world filled with pathetic, low-life creatures such as us. If only I could rid all the impurities and make it as beautiful as me. Creatures that are so pathetic that we would hurt an innocent girl just to get some validation from her friends. If this was a better world, a better existence, none of us would feel pain, none of us will hurt or get hurt by others. But that's impossible. As long as this world persists, as long as we humans continue to live in it, nothing will change. You'll probably be hurt again, and you'll probably feel even worse. You'll probably cry again and swear never to trust a single human being ever again. But you should know, you should understand that no matter what, it's not your fault. Maybe by knowing this you'll find strength to move along and not let people's actions put you down. And maybe, just maybe, you'll become a stronger person. A person who will face everything head on. A person who will face everything with an icy cold stare. As if mocking this pathetic world in its face, as if daring it to throw whatever it can at you. You will stare back at it and beat it down to the ground. You will conquer it. Okay, I would call the police. If I was this girl, I would call the police right now. ... She's just staring at me. Jeez, I shouldn't have opened my mouth like that. Yeah, you really shouldn't have. I'm sorry if what I said sounded weird. Yeah, it did. I'll leave you alone now. Like, I'm gonna die from embarrassment. Did I honestly just say that out loud to someone? Let's just go home, dude. I think I'm in love. The school bell suddenly rang, and with that, the morning classes were finally over. Where should I go now? Should I go see her? Or what if things start feeling awkward now because of yesterday? It's still a flashback. I mean, it shouldn't, but what if it does? Like, I'm overthinking things. It's like I'm the girl in this relationship. Or is this not a flashback? Well, it has to be a flashback because it was the final day of school and they skipped it to go to the date. So this has to be a flashback. Let's just head out. The hallway was pretty empty like usual, except for a certain blonde girl who was standing near my classroom. Yo, Anya. I guess it's not a flashback, but how did they have class today then? They said it was their last day of class, whatever. Don't give me that smile. Where were you yesterday? Huh? You didn't come to school at all. Oh yeah, I had the thing I had to go to. Would that thing happen to be a date with Carmen? What? How did you know? I see, so the rumors were true after all. Huh? But before I could ask, Anya turned around and left. Okay, wait. I'm sorry to do this in the middle of my recording, but I'm getting some doubts now, and I want to make sure I'm not criticizing the game for nothing. Did they actually say it was the last day of school the other day? Okay, that's my bad. I was misremembering it with the other routes. They never said it was the last day was the final day of school. Okay, my bad. My bad. Hands up. Hands up. This one's on me. Caught. Before I could ask, Anya turned around and left. What the hell was that, and how did she know about the date? But while I was lost in my questions, a certain figure appeared before me. It's that depressed weirdo from yesterday. I guess he goes to my school. Wait, what happened yesterday anyway? What if things start feeling awkward now because of yesterday? What did we do? We went to the flashback in the park, but we didn't see what happened after we closed our eyes, right? He's staring at me again? Yo, dude, do you need something? Oh, you spoke to me. Huh? This makes it this, 7,654,123rd time you speak to me in this hallway at this time. What? What are you talking about? Okay, so whoever made this just watched Hari for the first time? I can't bother with this anymore. After saying that, the depressed weirdo turned around and left. What the hell was he talking about? I knew I shouldn't have spoken with such a weirdo. So we're in a time loop. Let's just go. Carmen said I should meet her here. This is where I used to nap before those recruitment assholes came along. Come to think of it, they've done the same thing last year. Bunch of losers. Anyway, let's look for Carmen. But before I could start looking for her, she suddenly appeared. You came? Yeah. How are you today? I'm okay, and you? I'm good too. Jeez, this feels mega awkward. But Carmen seems pretty cool with it. There's a reason I need to talk to you today. Huh? I didn't want to say anything the other day because I wasn't sure. And because I didn't want to worry you. But it happened again, so I think you should know. What are you talking about? The day before yesterday, I experienced an odd phenomena. The closest term I could think of for it is déjà vu. Yeah, that's normal. Déjà vu. Yes, this might seem weird, but everything I experienced that day felt familiar, as if I'd done it once before, or maybe 7,654,123 times. Even when I got closer to you and held your hands, despite it being something I've never done before. Despite that, it still felt extremely familiar. It was so odd. But then the next day, things were back to normal. Okay, that's what you were checking when you did that in the classroom at the beginning. So I thought I was just not feeling well and it's nothing serious. But then it happened this morning. You mean? Yes, even the conversation we're having right now feels like it happened before. Like I've seen it. I know what I'm saying sounds impossible. But we've seen impossible things happen before, you and I, didn't we? Yeah, but this is different, is it? And why am I not experiencing the same thing as you? If something related to the timeline is happening, then I think I'll be the first one to be affected by it. Why? That arrogant answers of yours doesn't cease to repulse me each time. What? You? Yeah, it's me, T92. Okay, it is T92. Then you ask, who are you? And your girlfriend asks, what kind of name is T92? And then I smile and I start explaining how the timelines you've built are collapsing one by one, and how this world is gonna fade pretty soon. You fall speechless. Your girlfriend says this feels familiar too. And I explain that we've been living in a time loop for the past 7,654,123 times. Time loop? Oh right, on time. Oh, right on time, you're gonna start freaking out. Oh no, the world is ending and we're gonna repeat the same week over and over again. Give me a break. Do you know how many times I had to live through these same events? At least you two lose your memories each time the timeline restarts. Or one of you does. I felt completely speechless. Meanwhile, Carmen was listening to every word. A time loop? I see. That does explain certain things. But if what you're saying is true, then why is this happening? Why are we going in circles? Ah, this part might have something to do with me. I was sent here as the 92nd element. My mission was to get control over the timelines from your boyfriend, who is the current god of time. Yeah, okay. We've dispersed into different elements in all of the timelines. Each element was to try a different method to acquire the power of the god. My method was to kidnap the girlfriend and use her to make the maker hand over his power to us. Kidnap me? Yes, but then a certain accident happened and I suppose I accidentally killed you. What? I've died? Yes, but then your boyfriend went berserk, and when this timeline collapsed the first time, he recreated it once again as a separate entity. But by doing that, this timeline got separated from the others. So now we're doomed to live the same events over and over again for eternity. I get the first time why it would loop, but the second time, you didn't kidnap the girlfriend again, so why would it loop again? I don't get it. What's worse is I got separated from the other elements, so all of my abilities and powers are gone. I'm no different from a mere human now. Honestly, people say like that it's like hell and it makes you go insane. I think I would thrive in a time loop. Put me in a time loop with like, as long as it has an end. Like 10 billion loops? Dude, I'll learn so many skills. I'll learn piano, I'll learn violin, I'll learn every language. I think I'm just built different. I see. Wait, you believe him, Carmen? He could be just lying or trying to manipulate us to do something. I know, but I can't help but feel like we've been through this many times before. In a few hours from now, this timeline is going to collapse. Does it just do that on its own, or is it us doing something? But then you decide to rebuild it again, and the whole week restarts like nothing ever happened. No, this can't be. This is fucking impossible. There must be a way to stop the cycle. Don't bother, we've been through this 100,000 times already. Over 1 million, actually. It's useless. The only thing that could stop this cycle is if you decide not to rebuild the timeline. But instead, let us all perish from existence. And to be honest, I'm starting to think that might not be such a bad idea. Okay, so we are the one that is looping it every time. The moment this T92 guy said that, he turned around and left, dragging himself around. This is bullshit. Things were great just a minute ago. What did we do to deserve such fate? You did a lot of things, I think, to deserve this. It should be any moment now. This is not fair. Huh? Why did the other versions of us get to move along while we stay stuck in this loop? In all of the millions, if not billions of timelines, what does it have to be us? I get you, but there's nothing we can do about it. You're awfully calm about this. I'm not, it's just I feel like I've been through this 1,000 times already. I must have cried and screamed like a little girl the first few times this happened. I see. Still, this feels a lot like what happened a couple of weeks ago. Huh? Don't you remember? I thought you dealt with the butterfly. Why do you call him the butterfly? We were sitting around waiting for the end. Just like this time. Alright. I know I shouldn't say this, but I'm really happy. Why? I still don't get why we're losing our own memories when we loop. Because we didn't lose our own memories the first time we recreated the world, so... What? Not just once, but twice do I get to be with you till the end of time. Well, actually over 7 million times, but... Hey, darling? Also, this is like a nitpick, but... Like, I don't have the number on screen anymore, but... I'm gonna say it if it pops up again. Hey, darling? Yeah. I'm really happy I sat behind you in our first year. Huh? I'm really happy I've created the literature club. I'm really happy I made the English teacher force you to attend it. You were the one. I'm really happy I managed to stop you each time you tried to run away from it. But most of all, I'm really happy I got to fall in love with you. Darling, I really, really love you. I love you too, Carmen. Take a picture. Suddenly a white light engulfed everything. The same thing that happened a couple of weeks ago. The timeline has collapsed. This is it. Not my timeline. If I focus, I can build the timeline back together. A new loop will be created, and we'll get to relive the events of the past week all over again. And if I don't, then this timeline will be permanently erased and it will perish along with it. And I will perish along with it. I don't have time. I need to choose. You know what? I think we've done enough. Let's just die. At least this way we won't have to suffer this fate anymore. Carmen, Miral, I love you both. Daddy... Huh? Daddy, you're finally here. Miral? Yes, it's me, Daddy. Oh, hello. Was that the good choice? Was it the good ending? Unable to hold it together anymore, I tried to move closer to the figure of my daughter, but my body refused to move. It's impossible to move in this realm, Daddy. This is a realm of nothingness. How are you here? A place between existence and the real world. What's going on? By refusing to rebuild your timeline, it is now collapsed and only you remain. Only me. Yes, because literally the world revolves around fucking Jack. Yes, since you're the current creator, you can't actually be wiped out. Which is exactly what I was hoping for. What? What do you mean by this? You're a very stubborn daddy. Each time this timeline collapsed, you refused to let it go. So you kept rebuilding it over and over again. I've been waiting in this realm for a very, very long time. But that doesn't matter anymore since now you're finally here. And now we will be able to save the timelines, all of them. Oh, okay. Oh, what? How? Well, we're basically gonna fix the mistakes you made the first time. just make it not shitty. Your original sin. Original sin. Yes, when you created a replicate of the old worlds, you made a little mistake. But that mistake quickly grew and created a major imbalance in the timelines, which is the real reason why the timeline started collapsing all of a sudden. What is this mistake? Is it you? Miral. Miral, what is the mistake? Me. So I tried to gasp and I took in too much air. There we go. Who could have seen this coming? Me. I'm the mistake. We need to let you go. What? When you created a replicate of the old world, you failed to remove something. Your memories. Oh, okay, so it is explained. Okay. Okay. You know what? Credit where credit is due. That was explained. I wasn't expecting it to be explained. That's a pleasant surprise. Not just yours, you didn't remove Mommy's memories as well. Instead, you left the information you learned of the future alive for both of you, and thus creating a time paradox and a huge imbalance in the timelines. And the reason you've done that was because of me, wasn't it? Ah, you're afraid if you lost those memories, I won't exist in the future. I'm pleasantly surprised that you and Mommy will just drift to your separate ways and I won't be born as your daughter. But this mistake should be fixed so the timelines could be stable once again, and for this endless cycle of despair and suffering to end once and for all. Not just for your timelines, but for all the other timelines as well. What are you trying to say? You must forget me, Daddy. You must delete all memories of me. What? This is the only way to fix everything. You must delete me. Well, we're not deleting you. You'll still be born, right? We just won't remember. No, stop. I'm sorry. But it must be done. It's the only way. We don't have much time, Daddy. Delete those memories. What happens if I say, no, I don't want to? No, there is no fucking way I'll do that. Daddy, please, don't do this to me. It's the only way. I sob, don't sob, I don't want to. Daddy, please stop doing this to me. I love you so much, Daddy, but you have to do this. I don't want to lose you. You won't, Daddy. Yeah, well, you won't. I'll always be there for. I mean, you'll be there in like 26 years, but I'll always be yours. Miral, I love you. I love you too, Daddy. Miral. So we did it anyway, I guess. Oh. That's it? Click here to see the post-credit scene. Okay. That was abrupt. I opened my eyes to find myself laying on the grass. That was such a great nap. Those club recruiting assholes didn't show up for the final day of the school year. So at least I got to enjoy my napping spot one final time this year. I knew it was the best choice to skip club activities and instead nap here. And I don't care what the demon girl Carmen does. I'm not returning to that sketchy club next year. She should stop bothering me and find a boyfriend to waste all her energy on. Good old Jack, back at it again. Huh? What's happening? The fucking music. An intense feeling suddenly paralyzed my senses, followed by a salty taste in my mouth. Tears. Why am I crying? Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? Something very important to me. Okay, well you still kept some of your memories, so the timeline is still fucked. You gotta make it not shitty. You gotta erase all the memories. Something I swore to never forget. I can't remember. Wow, cinema. Absolute cinema. Is that really it? That feels like a really abrupt ending compared to the first game, yeah? It's not a bad thing, but just something something to notice. Oh. Oh, we're back to the title screen. Why have I heard this song before? Is this like 5 centimeters per second or something? Or like Garden of Words or like one of those movies? Okay, well, I guess that's happiness too. Okay, wait, is there like a different ending if we do different choices at the end? What if we rebuild the timeline? We're just back at the beginning of the game, or? And thus the loop continued, and we all relive the same week over and over again for the rest of eternity. Bad end, forever with you. You'll appear as save or start a new game to continue. Okay. And what about if I just delete instantly? I love you so much, Miral. I love you too, Daddy. Miral, okay, it's the same. Okay, well, I guess that's it then. This was a fucking full screen again. Ah! Okay, if I go full screen and I go back to the main menu, it's gonna go window. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. So I guess that was happiness too. Yeah, really short parts, but I'm not gonna start the third game right now. Alright, thoughts on this game. It's definitely better than the first game in like several ways. I think the story it was telling made a lot more sense. I mean, it's still not really the kind of story I enjoy, but it honestly kind of made sense overall at the end. Like I get what happened and why, unlike the first game. It was a pretty simple story, but it's a short game. It took me like what, 2.5 hours, something like that. So it's fine to tell a simple story. Just thinking. The same problems I had in the first game, everything besides like the story not making sense, still apply to this game. The game still feels very unpolished. Still a lot of spelling mistakes, formatting mistakes, just a lot of stuff feels kind of sloppy. But the writing itself is definitely better. Even like outside the just the story making sense. Like the scene to scene dialogue was just more entertaining. Like I had a better time reading that than I did in the first game. The first game was really dry in parts. And I didn't really have that issue with this game. This game felt like it went a lot like it was a lot snappier. Like it didn't really feel like we hung on too long on the scene, or like that the scene got too long for its own merit, you know. But again, I come back to this. I'd be lying if I said that the emotional core of it really like hit me at all. Like I don't really care about morale. I don't really care about Jack. I don't really care about Carmen. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just character writing is not quite there for me to really care about these characters. The only character, my favorite character so far is probably Hassan, and I don't really care about him in like an emotional level. He's just funny. And I said this throughout my entire playthrough, but holy fuck, Jack is so fucking obnoxious. Oh my god, please God, don't have Jack be the protagonist of all these games. He was so much more annoying in this game than in the previous games. He winked at the camera and said like, hey, what do you think about this player? He did that like every 5 minutes. It was so annoying. And he was even more of an asshole in this game than in the first game, I felt. I guess thinking about it, the other two routes didn't really matter, right? The other two routes were just alternate timelines with different T versions trying to get the power from Jack. But yeah, I guess they were just to explore the characters of Otaku Girl, Nesrin, and Din or whatever, Dina. That's her name. I guess it was just to like explore those characters a bit. I mean, I didn't hate them; they were fine. They were really short; they were like an hour each. So yeah, I guess that's my thought on this game. It's I wouldn't say it's overall I wouldn't say it's a massive upgrade over the first game. Like the writing is definitely better, but even then it's not like a major upgrade. But it's a small but it's a substantial upgrade over the first game. So if this keeps up, maybe game number 30 is going to be a masterpiece. Who knows? Okay, anyway, gonna end here for now. Next time we're playing... What's the next game in the series? I know it's not Happiness Tree. What is it called? Hang on. Next game in the story is A Happiness Story. Let's read the synopsis. The new school year has begun. You finally managed to quit the literature club. Oh no, we're fucking playing as Jack again. And acquired your long-awaited freedom. So why aren't you ecstatic? Why aren't you jumping in joy right now? Isn't this what you wanted? Isn't this what you dreamed of? What? You feel like you're forgetting something deeply important to you. ... No, you're just imagining things. Okay, so we're gonna undo everything we did in this game. Okay, good to know. Awesome. That's awesome. Incredible. Okay, well, if you're excited for that, then be sure to tune in next time. All right, see you.